Hey everyone, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, that website address is theclinicaltrialsguru.com. I wanted to do a quick video today. I've been doing a lot of these short videos in response to people's questions. And today's video is related to negotiating contracts and budgets in clinical trials, but more specifically, how to renegotiate a contract or a budget on a study that you're already doing. And more specifically than that, maybe a study that you're doing particularly well in compared to the other sites, the other clinical research sites that are also participating in the study. So the most important thing that I feel you should negotiate as soon as you can is the screen failure ratio reimbursement. And usually at least in our psychiatric clinical trials, they'll reimburse you for screen failures based on how many subjects you also randomize. So the ratio may be one screen failure will be reimbursed for every 3 or 4 randomized. And it's fine. I mean, sometimes you try to negotiate those at the beginning of the studies, but sometimes the sponsors won't budge on that. So, because they don't want to encourage sites to just screen fail people, they want sites to put a little bit of effort into the recruitment and finding qualified study participants. So that's why they put the low screen failure reimbursement ratio, usually 1 to 4. So 1 screen failure for every 3 or 4 study participants randomized. Now, once your site has proven itself on that study and has enrolled several subjects, maybe you're in the top 10% of the sites nationwide for that particular protocol, you can go back and renegotiate your budget. Not only can you renegotiate the budget as far as how much you get paid per visit, but what I would do first is renegotiate your screen failure ratio. So maybe you can get reimbursed 2 screen failures for every 3 or 4 subjects randomized. Anything that can help you, and what you can do to argue or justify your position is to say, well, we've been screening all these people. We're, maybe the top 5 or 10% site for this protocol enrolling. We'd like to continue doing that, but this screen failure thing's a little bit of a barrier for us because we're scared to screen more people based on whether they'll be screen failures or not. So you do have some leverage if you are doing well already, not only in negotiating the budget, but renegotiating that screen fail ratio reimbursement. Hopefully this helps. Keep the questions coming. Let me know if you've been successful in doing this. I'm currently doing this with my company, South Coast Clinical Trials. You can see right back there. I have a few studies I'm renegotiating the budgets, and I'm especially renegotiating this particular point of the screen fail reimbursement ratio. I want to thank all of our Clinical Trial Guru producers. We have 5 of them. We have room for 95 more. These are people who have their very own profile page on our site. They get access and exposure to the world. Their brand gets all the exposure. They get their very own page on our site. They get mentions in every video. They get me tweeting about them, posting about them on Facebook, all social media channels really. So I want to give a quick shout out to them. It's Sarah Elizabeth Siegler, Resolve Research Solutions, PTNR Research, which is Dutch Pharma Girl on Twitter, Accurate Clinical Trials, and Erdhart Clinical Trials. And like I said, there's room for 95 more. I'm only accepting 100. It's $99 per year, so go to the clinicaltrialsguru.com website and click on the register button and register your clinic or your own profile today. Thanks a lot, and I hope this video helps. This is Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com.